When Mexican soldiers came for Ovidio Guzmán, El Chapo's son, the city of Culiacan erupted. Cartel gunmen flooded the streets, they blocked highways, set cars on fire. They even shot at planes at the airport. For hours, Culiacan looked like a war zone. And in the end, the army had to let him go. They said it was to avoid mass civilian deaths. People in Mexico gave it a name, the Culiacanazo, basically the big battle of Culiacan. 4 years later, the army tried again. This time they captured him, but nearly 30 people died. That's how much power El Chapo's family could still command. But to understand how they got there, you have to go back to where it began, with Joaquin Guzman, the man that the world came to know as El Chapo. He was born in 1957 in the mountains of Sinaloa. His family was so poor, he sold fruits on the streets. His father grew marijuana and opium. He never went far in school. By his 20s, he had already moved from farm work to the drug trade. He started under Hector Palma, then he became a lieutenant for Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, the boss of the Guadalajara cartel. When Gallardo was arrested, the cartel split up, and that's when El Chapo and his partner El Mayo built what became the Sinaloa cartel. And it grew into the most powerful cartel in the world. El Chapo didn't just move drugs. He innovated, he built tunnels under the border. He used hidden compartments in trucks, planes, even submarines. By the 2000s, his cartel controlled nearly half of the US-Mexico border. Cocaine, heroin, meth, fentanyl, all flowing north. The money was insane. In 2009, Forbes even listed him as a billionaire. Though the true numbers are debated, the DEA said that his power rivaled Pablo Escobar's. And in 2013, the Chicago Crime Commission, they gave him a title that has not been used since Al Capone, Public Enemy #1. But what really cemented his legend, it wasn't just the billions, it was the escapes. In the 90s, El Chapo was arrested and sent to a maximum security prison. Everyone thought it was over. But in 2001, he slipped out. The story goes that he was hidden in a laundry cart. Though most agree that it was just bribes. He bribed everybody. Either way, he was gone. Then for more than a decade, he ran the cartel bigger than ever. In 2014, Marines caught him in Maslatan, but in 2015, he embarrassed the government worldwide. A mile-long tunnel had been dug straight into his prison shower. It had lights, ventilation, even a motorbike on rails. Like a Hollywood escape, but real. That's why El Chapo wasn't just feared, he was myth. But even myths fall. In 2016, Marines tracked him to a house in Los Mochis. He tried to flee through a tunnel, like through the sewers, but he was dragged out on the highway. And here's the part, right? Here's the twist. Part of what gave him away was Hollywood. While he was on the run, El Chapo wanted a movie made about his life. He trusted the Mexican actress Kate del Castillo and he began meeting her. Through her, he was even able to meet Sean Penn for a secret interview. What he did not realize was that the authorities, they were already watching. So that meeting, it helped them to trace him, and days later he was caught. He was extradited to the US. His trial in New York was called the trial of the century. Witnesses testified that he bribed police, generals, even claimed he paid $100 million to the Mexican president at the time. The president denied it, of course. Another official, Mexico's top security chief, Genaro Garcia Luna, he was later convicted in the US for taking cartel bribes. Testimony also described tortures, killings, rivals being buried alive. But the charges, they were all drug-related. In 2019, the jury found him guilty on every single count. He was sentenced to life plus 30 years. He was ordered to forfeit $12 billion. Today, he's locked inside ADX Florence in Colorado, the harshest prison in America. The exact same prison as Umar Mutalab, the underwear bomber. 23 hours a day in solitary confinement. Game over. But the empire did not die with him. His wife, Emma Coronel, she was arrested in 2021. She pled guilty and she was released in 2023. He has at least 15 children, 4 sons, Los Chapitos, and they carried on the business. Ovidio, Ivan, Alfredo, Joaquin. One son, Edgar, he was killed in a feud. Another 2 were kidnapped, then they were released. And then Ovidio, his arrest triggered both Culiacanazos. He's now in the US. He has already pleaded guilty and he's facing life in prison. Even El Mayo, the co-founder of the Sinaloa cartel, he had stayed free for decades, but finally he surrendered. In 2025, he pleaded guilty in New York, admitting to decades of smuggling, drugs, bribery, and he's also facing life in prison. So what's left? El Chapo sits in a concrete box. His sons are haunted. His old partner is gone. The Sinaloa cartel is fractured, but not dead. But his name still carries weight. El Chapo Guzmán, the poor boy from the mountains who turned tunnels into highways, bribes into power, and himself into a problem that governments could not wait to get rid of. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like stories like this, please follow me. I tell them all the time. Please follow me on True Crime with Rennie on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. True Heroes with Rennie, Instagram and TikTok. Rennie B. Alfred on Facebook. Thank you so much. I'll list them all in the caption so you're not too confused. Thank you.